What's up, guys? Megan here with WeRempowerment, and today I wanted to talk about how I manifested a job making $70K a year. Now, if you're interested in this kind of content, just hit the subscribe button for me and hit the like as well. It helps the algorithm and get my videos out there so I can reach more people and create more content like this. So I wanted to first off tell you about my success story in manifesting a job making $70K a year, and then I kind of want to give you some tips that can help you if you're trying to manifest a job, or you're trying to start an online business or whatever it is. So a couple of years ago, I found myself in a position where I really was struggling financially, and I started to discover the law of attraction and manifestation. And so I had asked the universe for a job making $50K a year. I said, if I could have a job making $50K a year, but 70 would be nice, is what I said. I wasn't too specific on the details. I knew that in my current job, I wasn't happy with the company. I didn't like the way that they treated their employees. There was a lot of things that I wasn't happy with. So I asked and said, I want a job making $50K a year with employees that are treated with respect, with a company where they really take care of their employees and have really, really good benefits and, all of that stuff, the whole 9 to 5, whatever. So I put it away, I wrote it down, I put it away, I forgot about it. A couple of weeks went by and I got a job offer on Indeed in my email box for a assistant scanning manager at a grocery store. And I looked at it. For some reason I was really intrigued, but I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to jump ship. Like, I'm just going to stay where I'm at, and kind of just forgot about it. I actually had gotten an interview for that position, but I was like, and I got a job interview and I actually went to the interview. He offered me another position. And I was like, no, I'm going to stay, I think, I don't want to jump ship. So I kind of just forgot about it. And then a couple months went by, I kind of just, kept doing my thing. And a job for an assistant produce manager popped up. And I was like, and I kind of was reading the details of it and how much it paid and everything. And I was like, yeah. So I applied. And when the lady called me, she said, yeah, so when you come in, you're going to be interviewing with a guy named Regan. I was like, Regan? I've heard that name before. And I was like, I used to work for Regan at a different place. I was like, I wonder if this is the same Regan, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, I think I need to go to this interview. Just like internally, I just knew I needed to go. So I went to the interview, and lo and behold, it was the Regan that I worked for at this other place. And so we get to talking, and he's kind of telling me about the position, and I'm kind of telling him about my circumstances and why I really was unhappy at my current job and why I felt like, I needed to kind of just move on because I wasn't enjoying working for that company anymore. And so he was telling me about all the benefits that this place had. And if I were to come in and kind of learn the ropes, within 6 months, I could be a produce manager making $50K a year, and then with bonuses, $70K a year. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is it. This is exactly what, I manifested. So he hired me up at like $18 an hour, and I kind of learned everything. I worked at like a slower store, and then I was sent off to one of the busier stores and learned everything there too. And then within 9 months, I was a produce manager making $50K a year. And everything. The only thing that I think that I forgot when I was manifesting this job was to try to manifest something that I'm passionate about. And I don't think at the time I knew what I was passionate about, because I didn't really stop to think or ask myself what it is I really want to do, because I didn't even know that manifestation was a thing. Like, I didn't know that it was going to even work. But it was a really good lesson for me, because it taught me that if I can shoot for that much, then the sky's the limit. I can do anything. I can make any amount of money that I want, and do something I'm passionate about as well. So I did end up stepping down from that job because it wasn't for me. But because of that, it instilled that confidence within me to go after my dreams and start, a YouTube channel, start my own business, and believe in myself. There's no way that I would have had that belief a year ago to step up and do that. So I'm really making this video to hopefully inspire you. Let me know if there's something that you're trying to manifest right now in the comments down below, and what it is and what techniques you're using, because I'd love to hear some of your guys' stories about it. Now, if you are trying to manifest a job, I kind of wrote down step by step the process that I went through when I was manifesting this job, making $70K a year. Okay, so I put myself in a vibrational alignment to actually receive it. You need to be open to receiving it, and you need to be in a high vibrational state. If you're letting your thoughts control and dictate everything, you're not going to be able to manifest that. So you need to be in a high vibrational state. So meditating every day, affirmations, journaling, whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself there. There's a ton of different techniques out there. So I would suggest maybe studying some of those and really putting yourself in an alignment to receive everything that you want, because you can receive it. And then the next one, which I've kind of already touched on, is to get clarity on what it is that you want. Be very, very exact on what it is that you want, because you're going to get that version of whatever it is that you manifested in that moment. Get a notebook and write down every single detail of the job that you want. How much you want to make, what the people are like around you, what the benefits are like. Just get really, really clear on what it is that you want, Then you're going to visualize it. You're going to visualize it as if you already have it, and how that would feel if you already have it. What do you feel like? Do you feel blessed and grateful that you have this in your life? Get exact. Get very clear on what it is that you want to feel when that does come. Now, if you don't do this part, when it does come, because eventually it will, you're not going to feel the way that you think you're going to feel. So you need to make sure that you set that intention as well on how you're going to feel when you receive it. And then the last one, and the most common one that everybody talks about, is to let it go. If you can let it go and completely forget about it, even better. But I think there's a misconception about letting things go that people maybe don't understand. As long as you let go of the outcome of when it's going to happen and where it's going to happen and how it's going to happen, eventually it's going to happen. But people think, oh, I just got to completely forget about it. And that's not true. So the way that I ended up getting the produce manager is, I said, when I was an assistant, I said, I'm okay with being an assistant. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And literally like 2 weeks later, my boss was like, oh, I'm going up to corporate. It's all yours, basically. I was the only one that applied, and it was just there for me. And I had it made because it was a really nice store too. But, so you don't need to completely forget about your goals. In fact, I don't think you want to do that, because you have to put some action out there to achieve your goals anyways, but you just want to let go of the outcome. And I think that there's just a lot of misconceptions about what that means and what you're supposed to do with that. So I just wanted to throw that one out there. And then the last little tip that I have is to make sure that you're still working on yourself. You're still meditating daily, doing your workouts, doing your affirmations. You want to keep your vibe up. You want to stay present as much as possible, and really just enjoy the process, because once you get there, you're going to realize that, it's not what you expected anyways, and maybe there's something else you want to do, or whatever it is, but just enjoy the process and stay present. Okay, guys, I hope you like this content. If you did, give me a big fat thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, one love, peace, bye.